Hi, welcome to Krishna Kone Live Talks, and today's date is 10th May 2020, and the book under review today is The Trusted Advisor by David Maister. This is a wonderful book which talks about establishing trust between two parties. The parties can be, this book mainly talks about sales and all the stuff, but I would like to map it to the real life as usual. So the trust may be between wife and husband, or maybe parents and kids, or maybe between a manager and his team. So, without establishing trust between two parties in the equation, no results will be achieved. In any teamwork, trust is the most critical factor in achieving the results. So, this book talks about there are three core skills in a trusted relationship. It's all about earning the trust and giving advice and building relationships. This is a cycle, it will go forever. That's when both the parties will reap benefits. It's not one time trust is won, right? So even for winning the trust, it takes a long time. It's a series of events. Once the trust is established, continuing the trust and then making sure both the parties are on the same terms is critical. So in any relationship or any relationship where you want to establish certain trust, both the parties have to agree that they are not there to criticize each other, they are there to help each other. If one of the parties is not able to understand the situation, it's up to the other party to make them clear. It's not like, oh, you don't understand this point, so I'm leaving it. No. The other party has to take the responsibility to make sure that they clear all the doubts. It's your responsibility to make sure other party understands the situation. So for that, you got to be crystal clear in what you want to communicate. So, and then the consistent focus is to do the right things, not some things, right? Some specific outcomes. It's all always about doing the right thing. That's the most important thing in establishing any trust. Doing the right thing. And also remember, technology cannot solve all the problems. It cannot establish trust. Maybe there are some brands which can establish trust, but it's at the end of the day, it's the people who create trust and continue building relationships. That's what works in the long term. So people are the critical factor in establishing trust. It's most of the times people think like, okay, in a trusted relationship, okay, somebody says, oh, I have a problem, the other party knows the problem, they are very very fast in admitting that, oh, I can solve your problem. But what's very important is to understand that not everybody wants a solution. Most of the times what other party wants is a sympathetic ear, somebody who can listen to them and then who can just give an ear to him, right? Sorry. So, and one more thing is, if there are two parties in the trust, each other has to get the right to advise. That means each party has to prove to the other party that they are good enough in their field. First, you got to get the respect of the other party. And then you have to make sure that other party knows that you understand their problem. And then you have a solution for them. That's when people will be ready to listen to you. So, in the trusted relationship, you have to be very honest and straight, and then just tell what exactly you mean. Don't dance around. Be to the point, and always give honest answers, at that point of time. Trust grows over a period of time. It's not something like, okay, I today talk to somebody and then we have a trust between us. No, it's a long process. Upon meeting somebody for the first time, we are more likely to recognize that we like each other. Then the next step will be we respect each other. Then, over a period of time, with these accumulated experiences of meeting each other and talking to each other, trust grows over a period of time. And trust is personal. It's nothing like, okay, I trust everybody in this organization. No. I trust this Mr. X or Mrs. X. So trust is pretty personal. There are, according to the author David, there are 5 stages of building trust. First stage is engage. It means other party believing that you can fix their problem. The second step is listen. Other party believes that you are a good listener. Third one is framing. Sorry. That you crystallize the problem. You guys talk to each other and then crystallize the problem into a problem statement. The next one is envision. There are always a couple of, sometimes hundreds, sometimes tens of alternatives. So envisioning is coming up with the alternatives, a short list of alternatives, and then going in depth what works out to each other. It's not just like one guy agrees, it has to be both win-win. Last one is commit. Once you commit, you have a plan, just go and execute. Happy building relationships and trust. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.